Good afternoon, High 10 partners. We have a treat guest speaker today. It is our very own Richard Wang. He is a commercial agent with our brokerage and wins awards every year in the commercial arena. And he is going to talk about how he got started and built himself up in the commercial sales. So, Richard, if you could say hello.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming.
Okay.
In person or Zoom meeting. Yeah.
Yeah, I still remember when Richard came to my office and have a talk with me, and he said that he's interested in being a commercial agent. Remember? And I said, hey, you just came to the right place, because the co-op bank of George Realty has both residential and the commercial department. So at that time, he was doing a lot of residential as well. But he's very interested he was very interested in going into the commercial. So I said, hey, this is good. And so he took it seriously. And look at it today, only less than 1.5 years. How many months now?
Were you 6 years selling commercial?
I started 2018.
With us?
No, previous company, but
the other company, yeah.
Yes, but I was introduced to the global banker George Road.
Right. And that was only about 1.5 years ago.
Right.
And now he's a top producer in commercial real estate. So he can share you a lot of experience how he can transition, to a commercial arena, so easily. So why don't you tell us what you did?
So little background story about me. I'm from Taiwan. I came to the States back in 1998. I went to college for design majors. It was a couple years in. I had an opportunity, a friend of mine who joined the commercial real estate as an agent for a few years. He invited me, and I took the chances. I started in the business 2018. Was my first brokerage, and I started nothing but cold. I was given the instruction making call calls, 300 call calls per week.
Wow.
And I have to make 2 meetings. I had to schedule 2 meetings. There was a lot of criteria I had to make. And that being said, when I started, I had that branch has 22 newcomers just like me. Started January 2018, and by October there were only 4 left, and 1 made the commission. I show commission, and I was not the one. So, truth to be told, it's very challenging to even step in to the commercial real estate world, because not only you have to make the call calls, but you have to make sure you have enough information on the phone to get whoever you're talking to. Most likely you'll be talking to the property owners, get them excited or interested on the info you're feeding them within that 30 to 45 seconds. And one most difficult challenge that I faced during the first 6 months of call is rejections. Because I am not the only one calling the property owner on the same branch. And there are probably hundreds of other newcomers just like me calling them. So they have a book of rejections ready to go. I cannot address what kind of rejection I get only. It could take a toll on everyone's mentalities, their self-doubts. But yeah, perseverance and keep pushing forward. You just have to make it as your daily schedule. When I was training, 30 phone calls in the morning, 30 phone calls in the afternoons. In between, I had to do a lot of market studies. Because when it comes to commercial real estate, you really need to know the market trends. And when it comes to the market trend, is the lease rates, lease rental rates, and per square foot per month if you're going retail, office, industrials. You really have to know your market and you have to do market updates on the weekly basis. And my coworker, Lennox, can share with you guys if you're interested. For the last 6 months, I will be asking him a lot of questions. Tell me about this area, this sectors. So not only you have to call calls, but you also have to make your time worth the while by understanding what's going on in the market. By the square footage, by the seat, by the usage.
So, Richard, you mentioned that one of the most challenging thing is that there's a lot of rejection. And how did you finally overcome that?
Oh, good question, very good. So the first 3 months, I don't even have the guts to pick up the phone call. I don't. I was hiding, I was doing all other things but picking up the phone for 3 months. And it was my team leader at work. He singularly picked up during the group meeting. Richard, you're here for more than 3 months. You didn't make many phone calls. What are you doing here? You're here to make money. And he took me out to a Korean local lunch. And he gave me soju. So I went back to the office, bus, and pick up the phone. Start calling. But don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's very hard. It is extremely hard to pick up the phone when your mindset already preset, I'm going there for business, I'm going there for me. So my recommendation to the newcomer is you're there to provide whoever you're reaching out to the most valuable information you can provide. You are helping them by giving them market updates. You're not asking for favor, but you're giving me the most valuable information because not all property owner knows what is going on with the neighbor's rental rates. Is it triple net? Is it gross lease? Or when it comes to property management, some are the signage, because a lot of property owners, they probably not at the property for a while. They don't know the most current conditions. Yeah. That would be something that I would definitely encourage whoever they are interested in going to the field, have the mindset on what needs to be done, have the checklist, and just go through them 5 to 6 days a week.
So what did you do when you have a rejection when on the phone? Do you have a script to kind of
Yes.
counteract that?
Yes. So we will generate our scripts, and we have a thing called interest generators. Interest generator means the most updated market news. For example, tariff. What does it affect to business owner like importing goods from Asia? Does that direct effect on their profit margins? And does that affect on how the landlord is going to increase rent within the next 12 to 24 months? That is something that when you call, you can talk to the landlord. That will get them interested. Then you go for setting up the meeting. So interest rate is very crucial. Back then, I will literally change it, update it. I will update it once a week.
So you get your own script to do
Yes.
that, or you get a script from somebody
Own script.
more sophisticated?
I would say everyone comes with their own script. You wanna stand out.
Yeah.
Because when you call, if you give them all the things that heard before, you're gonna get a lot of rejection.
So your energy level, when you're on the phone, are you taking it way up, or how are you communicating? Because on the phone, sometimes we have to go up pretty high to come across.
Listens to the big names, he's the TV guy. I honestly don't know.
When I was on the phone, I try to keep it excited.
Right.
Excited. I want to let them know, hey, those probably you're not aware of, but I want to share with you. And I'll only take 10 minutes of your time. I'm just gonna give you valuable info, but always tell the client, I cannot give it to you till I meet with you in person, company policies. But I want to keep it up. Okay.
And then when you started in your commercial adventure of real estate, you're self-made. You were dealing with strangers, correct?
Yes,
Yeah, so there wasn't a friend giving you a deal. You dealt with strangers by being out, like you told me you had to meet at 6 a.m.
yes,
at a shop to try
Yes.
to get his business.
yes. So one time I was doing cold call and was reach out to a body shop owner, and he told me, sure, I'm more than willing to meet you in person, but my guy, his employee comes in 6:30 to 7. So if you want to meet me, come before 6, then I'll give you the time.
Mhm.
So I will literally drive to Glendora to meet him in person.
Mhm.
You know. And truth to be told, when you are dealing with commercial real estate owners, they're either not here locally or their time are very scarce. So you have to make your time to accommodate their times. I will have property owner call me 4 in the morning because they're taking vacation. I will call property owner once a month for 6 months to 12 months before they pick up my phone call.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's,
When you first started, do you have a mentor?
Yes, I do. Jeff Lin, very grateful. He taught me a lot on how to do it.
Mhm.
And not only on the cold parts, but when it comes to evaluating property, commercial real estate,
That's very good.
it's all about numbers. So we'll have to get the P&L. P&L means the profit and loss, the income and the expenses. And we have to look into the details because not all numbers are most up to date. We have to make sure the numbers goes along with the most current rates. So those are very, very crucial so they will reflect on the actual cap rates of the property you try to get listing on. And how does it affect on when you bring it to the market, how the market is going to respond to your price structures. So every little thing matters.
Before you get into the commercial real estate, do you have a certain educational that you had to go through to make yourself comfortable in doing it? In other words, did you take some seminars or some training in commercial real estate before you dive in?
Unfortunately, thank you for asking. Unfortunately, I was not exposed to it. I was in the design, automotive design major, but I did a lot of catch-ups. And again, real estate, it doesn't matter commercial or residential. It's a very require a lot of self motivations.
Mhm.
And throughout the years, I grew a habit of watching or absorbing a lot of market updates from all sources of media, YouTube's, Bloomberg's, you name it. I'll read the summaries because those are the top points that you will be sharing with your clients, property owners, because those might relate it to them, and then rely on how the market is going to react. Per my understanding, residential markets affect from the general market. They usually the first wave, 3 to 6 months. Commercial real estate tend to get impact a little slower, 12 months periods. But you want to be the guy who giving the property owner the first hand news.
In commercial real estate, it's the number that counts, you know, if the number's right, it's sell by itself, you know,
Yes.
so the property, so you have to know how to analyze the property, go them do a performer and see how
Yes.
they perform, how you can get profit and how soon can you get the profit, right? How do you get that kind of information when you first started, Richard?
So I will be using different resources such as CoStar. I'm sure a lot of agents are aware. It's a paid services, but they have the most sufficient data, like trace back 20 years. With all the transactions and the property inputs, those are my go-to place. And I'll be on it almost every day. I'll be looking at the market transactions.
May I ask you, because a lot of the, you know, we receive a lot of training where they're saying your online presence. What is your opinion of that for a commercial broker? Because to me, it sounds like you're more out there mixing it up with owners. So what is your online presence like? As far as
Good question. Michelle.
Facebook, Instagram, whatever?
Thank you for bringing it up. Those are one thing that I'm focusing on this year was either my own brand or the team. That's something I'm working on, but I think it's crucial, especially at the years 2025. A lot of property owners, they are starting getting infos from different sources, not only pictures, flyers in older days, but they also start looking at video clips, reels from TikTok, Instagram. So, and we have to come up with videos, just a short, very short but condensed property infos to give the clients, buyer, seller, whoever that you're trying to reach out to, a glimpse of what you're professional. Yep.
So you're making your own video?
That's one thing I'm working on.
That's
Yep.
good, that's
Yep,
very
yep.
good.
What kind
Work in process.
what kind of commercial that you were working on?
So
Specializing.
thank you for bringing it up. So when I started it, we were taught on the big umbrella of commercial real estate, there's 7 major ones, categories. Retails, apartments, I would call multifamilies, industrial, that's warehouses, hospitality, that's hotels, and their mini storage, and there are a few others, I believe total of 7. When I got into business, I was solely focused on retail. Retail store, retail strip, super center goes up, it goes up. And throughout the call process, I was fortunate enough to got into industrials. So those are 2-3 things that I'm focusing on. And I'm also helping clients to sell their lots, commercial lots. Those are the 3 major ones that I'm focusing on.
So because you know so much, and even me being in the commercial arena listening to you, I'm like, whoa. So if we're talking to somebody that's new
Yes.
or is crossing over, the one thing they can do today, is it to pick up the phone and start calling? Or what is the one thing they can start today to get them rolling towards a commercial real estate career? Or a profit center in commercial real estate? Is it picking up the phone first and getting over that? Or what is it?
Most
That's what I
most
think.
important.
There you
Just
go.
get up phone. The earlier you get over the hump of get yourself comfortable with being on the phone.
Yeah.
Talking to the property owner. I think it's very, very crucial.
Yeah.
But don't forget to starting building knowledge, getting exposed to the market updates. I think it goes.
Kind of hand in
Yep,
hand.
yep,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah, when you're dealing with the commercial agents, those people are more seasoned, those more knowledgeable.
Yes.
And how do you get the confidence to talk to them at their level so that they will trust you, so that they can deal with you, so that they can work with you? How do you build up the confidence? I think that confidence is very important, right?
Thank you for asking. So my way of doing is using the technical term they use. So you have to learn their language
There you go.
because they can spot it right away.
Mhm.
No disrespect to anyone. A few years back, I was working on one of industrial leads in steel industry. And just by the words, the verbiage I'm using, the listing agent were able to tell, and they appreciate it because
Mhm.
when you're in the market, you really have to accustom to what they're talking about,
Mhm.
the terms. And not only that, wherever you're helping with, you have to give them a heads up. You have to build the expectation. I can help you, but you need to give me this. I can help you to find what you need, but you need to give me whatever that's required from the landlord standpoint.
So when a residential agent wants to just bounce into a transaction, without in a commercial transaction, or let me call it a lease, because we've seen that.
Mhm.
Do you recommend they team with somebody first? Because if they've never experienced an AIR contract, what is your recommendation for them?
I agreed on what you just brought up, Michelle. I would definitely also advise who are exposed or experienced to the commercial lease. Because there are a lot of technical terms that related to legal.
Yeah,
And always utilize your resources within the company to get the most updated regulations that we need to be in considerations. Yeah, and thank you again for showing us on the AIR.
but you don't recommend them going it alone when they've never had any experience in it,
Definitely
correct?
no.
Okay.
Definitely no. I helped one of my friends do one of the leads she was working on, and yeah. Because when you're not familiar, you might get unwanted or being misled by other parties. Because again, whoever you're representing, our job is to look out at their best interest. And those are usually a commercial real estate lease term. Minimum start 18 to 24 pages. There
Yes,
were a lot of little details,
Fine details.
fine prints.
Yeah.
And those are only talking about a standard AIR form. Some larger owners, property owners, they have custom. Those are a whole different story. My first deal in the business, I have a client to 1031 and change of styles. Those leases are starting at 64 pages. And it's not fun, but you need to go through all the details because you're helping the client, and some of the client is their whole life of saving,
yeah.
and it's generational assets.
Some of the big leases, they engage the attorneys
Yeah,
to draft the leases for them. So at that kind of occasions, did you get your own attorney to look at out for you?
Very good question. I will always recommend my clients to have commercial real estate professional attorney who are in the field to review it. I will always have a disclaimer. I can help to read it, but I don't have a license for it. So please do remember that you can only explain to them as an agent, and you want to remind them repeatedly, I don't have a license. Yeah. But again, I have different attorney. I have associate with experience. I'll tell them, please, if you need it, I'll for you the info.
so when you got started, Richard, were you thinking that when you started full-time, were you thinking you needed 6 months in savings to launch yourself? Because a lot of agents ask that. So what was your thought about that, and how were you so courageous in going for it?
I wasn't thinking. I thought I had it. So no.
Okay,
Just the cold call. I lost 3 months because I don't have the guts. And once I start calling, I don't know how to set the price, even though I do my market study. So my first listing didn't get any offers because the seller won a certain price, 20% over asking, over my projected price for 6 months.
oh, wow.
The property was sitting on the market without any offers. So you want now, and it happens to a lot of new agents because you just want to list. That's what I went through. All I want is the listing agreement. You sign it, I can go back to my company, call your thing. Yeah, it was I valued it 980. Property owner, she asked 1.08. By the time we went on listings, 1.18. I didn't get any offers. So that being said, be really to answer your questions, you need to self-prepare because it's a non-paid job. It will take minimum 9 months.
Okay, that's what I was after.
9 months.
What your
9
opinion
months.
is.
9 months.
Okay,
Call, then you get your listings. Listing, usually commercial real estate listing is 6 months period. And let's say if you get any offers, usually a commercial real estate escrow period are 60 days.
Okay.
because 45 days on the financing, the buyer up.
You brought up a good point, is that the valuation of the property is very important. You know, of course, the seller wants the best price, right? You want the lowest price, but if they set it too high, you're wasting your time, you know? And that's why it is your responsibility
Yes.
to educate them exactly what the property is worth.
Yes,
And
that's
so that,
correct.
and then you have to show them the data, you know, you have to get a good comparison analysis. So show them, or like
Yes.
you say the co-star,
Yes.
to show them, hey, around this area, this is how much this is worth, you know? And so that you can set the price at the kind of in the right, you know, category, and so you can sell. Otherwise, you spinning your wheel and don't sell, you don't get any commissions. Very important.
Yes.
Question, in today's market, will you get an overpriced listing or you just walk away? Like, for instance, you're talking about 20% on your first deal there. On today's market, which is very unpredictable.
I love the
Even-
question.
Even in commercial,
I have to say, that's my constant battle with the property owner. If not on the weekly, it's monthly. One of the listing I just put in escort this week. It's a commercial lot. I've been sharing my evaluation for the last 2 years. And the property owner finally take the plunge. All right, Richard, I'm going to put out on the listings. I know it's overpriced. So we didn't get any offer. We did, but it was a lowball offer last year. And I just told the Lord, all right, let's, you know, bring it down to the market, bring it off to the market. So we bring it back to the market again, March this year. But I told the clients, told the property owner, I will try the new price that you want to go for, but we're gonna revisit again the listing price 3 weeks from now. Because I've shown you enough market data. We will try it out. If we don't get any bites, that's me somewhere in between. Because I think we should trade at this. Let's come back down. Because I don't want to waste your time. You have your focus. You want to change, do a 1031 exchange. You want to catch your interest rates. So those are going hand in hand. Yeah.
And what you just said was a word, trade. They use trade in the commercial arena.
Yes.
Yeah, because in residential, we don't call it trading.
Mm.
Yeah. So there's another word that is used. Yeah. Do you have any more questions or anybody from the room
Anybody from the Zoom that want to ask Richard?
or
question?
anybody on Zoom?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
What, I didn't hear what his niche was. What is his niche?
Be genuine, be honest. Bring all the marketing info that you can get and verify all your data. Triple verify.
Okay. So in other words, you don't work with just one thing, you work with them all.
You're working with a lot of different property types in commercial.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I wanted to hear. And then another thing too, like when you want to go get the comps and different things, you say you have someone that you work with to help help you to get the comps? Or they do the comps for you?
I use CoStar.
You use CoStar, that's the only one you use?
Mostly. CoStar and AIR.
Yeah.
AR, those are two major ones.
Oh, Air, okay,
AIR, yeah.
okay, okay, gotcha. Okay, that's what I wanted to find out.
Yep.
you have CIM? Do
I
you
don't.
use CIM?
No.
No. Now, just on a brief question.
Yeah.
I wish to do before. When you get an overpriced listing,
Mhm.
will you be able to put a clause over there, for instance, that you tell your clients 1.2 and they want 1.8?
You could. You could add
On
it.
the clause that you put after 3 weeks of a month.
Yep.
Automatically, price will drop to not 600,000, but let's say 300 or 300.
I personally would not be so firm on the wording because
Yeah.
you are there for a relationship.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yes.
If it doesn't work out, there's always try the second time. But if you're so determined,
Mhm.
yeah,
That's good
it's a lot
advice.
of personal relationship, if you ask me. My way of advising my client is, hey, let's revisit it. Put in your back of your mind. I'm gonna come back to you with business reports, market updates, see if we get any interest, any emails. I'll generate report, and we'll sit down and talk.
Yeah, you give your client some time to see the market, you know, if
Sure.
you put if you put the property in 1 month and there's not even one single offer, we know there's something wrong,
Of course,
right?
that's what I'm
Then,
talking about.
then you convince him to lower the price to the level that you're comfortable with.
And when you go to the meeting, you make sure you bring your latest market,
Exactly.
market comp and the soul comp.
Correct.
You wanna bring all the info, you wanna bring your emeralds. You
Yeah,
don't wanna go there, well, you telling me to lower, you just wanna get a commission. No,
Yeah.
no, I'm here to help you sell
Correct.
it.
Richard, when you have bad news to give or good news, does that travel just as fast on both ends from you? You don't hold back, you deliver the messages quickly or
Case by case.
case by case? Okay,
There are times that I have to deliver the bad infos.
yeah,
I always wanna make sure me, myself, have options of solution for my client too.
first.
Yes.
Okay,
You want to figure out at least 2 to 3 options and the possible outcomes. Mr. Seller, if you want to go this way, this is what your options are. You don't want to go there like, all right,
it's
this,
just
yeah.
word vomit,
Because
yeah.
you are advisors.
It's your problem solving.
That's
I am.
really good advice.
Solution.
Yeah.
Let them pick what you
Yes,
want, so that
yes.
way you're the upper hand. You
Yes.
don't tell them, I don't know.
Michelle,
No, you cannot.
You
But
cannot.
that's a big
Yeah.
no-no. You want to be there
Right.
to provide your advice based on what the.
Well, your expertise.
Yes.
So a question I have for you, Richard, is this. If someone interested in commercial, and as you know, there's 7 different branches or 7
Mhm.
different things. You don't want to go through, pick a shotgun and shoot the whole thing.
No.
So you want to concentrate on some areas. For example, if I want to get involved, most likely probably like city industry,
Mhm,
warehouse owner.
mhm,
I'm gonna concentrate people who owns warehouse
mhm,
that owns maybe 10 or 20 years of today
mhm. Yes.
already.
Mhm,
So therefore, there might be a chance of doing a trade up or
mhm.
selling it
Yes,
or do something else.
yes.
So those are people I'm gonna be calling.
Mhm.
Where can I get this information so I can call?
CoStar.
Co-star.
CoStar, right?
Mhm. They will have the
And
property.
if I can find somebody that's interested in doing trading up, selling it, whatever, and I need a little mentor on that,
Mhm,
because I can talk to people, relate, no problem.
mhm.
But when it comes to actually getting the
The
deal done,
process. Mhm,
I need someone to get along with me, so that way I have a backing.
mhm.
I say I have a big company behind me, or somebody that's
Of course,
expert
of course.
that will help you to achieve what you want.
Mhm.
Would I able to work with you somehow, so
Of
that
course,
way,
we can, I'm always open for discussion. Yep.
okay?
Yep.
And you're saying that
And-
3 sectors that you're expert is retail
Retail,
Industry.
industry,
and what, multifamily?
lots.
Lots.
Commercial lots.
Okay.
Vacant
So
land.
those
Vacant land.
areas,
Mhm.
if I have some sort of lease and I need some help, I can come to you, right?
Of course. I'm open book. I'm open book.
Right. Thank you.
Yes, go ahead, Catherine.
Richard, do they have commercial scripts?
A script.
Mhm.
Yes.
Maybe you can try Chat GPT.
Oh, yeah, that's
they are-
good advice.
I've been throughout this professional career, I'm not a native speaker. I will use ChatGPT to just kind of
Yeah.
refine my email, my
Yeah.
verbiage, and I'll be very, very thorough and giving the detail to ChatGPT, the
Mhm.
direction. I'm a
Okay.
real agent, I'm sending to someone who are in this position. So they can articulate word, and I'm learning from ChatGPT.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
program is there, how you use it, how you maximize for your own benefits all on you.
Yeah,
What is
Oh,
that?
thank you, Richard. That helps.
yeah,
I have questions.
Yeah,
go ahead. Who's ever got the question?
Yes, this is me, Diana. I
Hi,
have question
Diana.
like, hello. So when you spend in commercial, how much you actually spend on you say like CoStar or any other program, you know? It's like annually or monthly, you know, if include advertising? approximately like how much a month that you have to spend?
And where I'm at, I spend 800 to 1,000 per month. Because CoStar alone around
Yeah,
380.
380 per month
And
for co-star.
yes, and AIR is about 150.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And I have LoopNet for my
Yeah,
listings.
yeah.
Mhm.
That's on 100 plus. Obviously, they have different package with different offers. And I have a few others that I've used just to helping me getting the infos I need. Yeah, and those are crucial. Those are crucial.
And how important is it for you to know the other community, commercial agents or mix with them, or do you do anything to go meet them, or is it just meeting transaction by transaction?
Questions? Me personally, just transaction by transactions. But obviously, when you go into different gathering events, you will be meeting other real estate agents who's probably brought by other property owners. Yeah, those when you can mingle and just talk about what happened in the market, because everyone have different info we can share on. Yep.
Yeah, you cannot just sit at home and.
No.
No.
Miracle would happen, you know, you gotta go out and mingle and get your skill influence, you know.
So commercial real estate agent is a very unique type of job. Prior to this job, I'm in car design. It's a 9 to 5 job. I go to the office, I put on my headphones. I don't talk to nobody. So this is a very different role that I will be on 20 to 30 phone calls per day, on a daily basis. And I work minimum 6 days a week, 10 to 12 hours per day. Yeah, my car, I had it for 30 months, a little over 60,000 miles.
Wow.
I'm always on the road. I'm always on the road. It's in meetings or go to the job sites, and whenever there are inspections, either annual or during the process of buying, leasing, I will make sure I'm there with the vendors, the inspectors, all different inspectors, because the more you know, the better you can help your clients. You don't have to know the whole thing, but you want to be familiar with the people that you see on the site, the inspector. You know, you can learn a thing or two. It helps. Because
Yeah.
the client, you build a trust in front of clients. You're not there for just the commission. I know it's gonna take a lot of your time from your call, but it helps. It helps. And the knowledge you have within you, it will show the confidence when you're in front of your client, when you put yourself in front of the client.
How's your schedule so far? When do you call calling?
I don't call for anymore.
No more.
No. I'm very busy, quite busy.
But you said you're on the phone a lot of the day, is
Just
that,
throughout deals and referrals.
oh, okay, referrals and the deals? Okay.
We put 3 in escrow this week.
Oh, gosh, Richard, congratulations.
Help with Lance and Christine.
Yeah.
They're great helper. They have learned a lot along the past 3 months, 6 months.
I think it's good to work in a team.
That's
Kind of,
great.
you know.
They don't like to get my message or phone call. I'll get it. Where's my report?
Yeah.
So, excuse me, so you have a team.
Yes, I was fortunate. They
Each
can do
member of the team is specialized in certain.
I will let them pick and choose based on their interest, and I'll have to look at their personality trait to see what they're better suited.
Nice. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in the classes that we're taking, commercial and co bankers, most of the guys that have a team and they're talking about that.
Mhm.
The leases and stuff like that, you need to have certain
Yes,
members to do this, specialize in this and that, and you can, I mean, you produce and just
yes,
delegate
yes.
to your team.
yes.
That's why.
Ultimately, sorry.
Yeah, that's why it's very vital to have friends in your own company, you know, they can work shoulder with each other and exchange information.
Yes,
And you can have a synergistic effect, you know.
Yeah, we cannot handle everything.
No,
Yeah,
definitely
it's better to share the pie.
Yeah.
The other end don't get nothing.
Yeah, and you don't have to be a permanent team. You can be a team on a transaction or
Yeah,
two. And case by case, and then you team up with somebody that has the expertise that you're looking for,
Yeah,
right? And then you team up on that transaction and
Exactly.
you'll grow so much with teaming, really, I think.
really.
And most important, not only getting the deal in the escort, but also learn from each other.
Yes.
It's very, very important. We can learn a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Be open-minded.
Happy clients. For
A question.
Oh, yes, yes. Yes.
Yes, question?
Yes. Have you ever been mentor or coaching? Somebody coach?
Yes, when I got into business, it was my friend Jeff Lin. He's still in the business. You can look him up. Great guy, very, very knowledgeable when it comes to retail. Yep, yep. But stay in co-op, please.
Yeah.
Are you CCIM certified?
I am not.
Better.
But you're a broker.
I'm an agent.
Any other questions from Zoom?
Yes. Have you taken the CCIM course?
I have not.
No. Anything else? Because
I
we'll,
would like to ask, is Richard a part of our group?
yes,
Yes.
He is? He's in our building?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
He sits on the hallway. You'll see his name on his office door. He's on the
Okay.
second floor hallway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. just come by.
Glad to meet you, Richard.
Likewise, come by and say hi.
Anybody else have a question? Okay, so on behalf of High 10 Partners, I'd like to thank you for speaking, and Peter will take us off.
Well, is this recorded?
Yes, it's
Yeah,
recorded.
So it will be email to all the agents in the company, and so that they can
Yeah,
kind of.
we can send you the link. Peter wants us to send the link out because you can listen to this
Yeah, it's
a
very
few
good,
times.
Very, very good.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Bravo, that was wonderful, Richard.
Peter and Michelle.
Thank you all.
Personally, thank you so much for this kind of classes, like for instance, a couple of days ago, about the bankruptcies and.
Yeah,
Oh, that was, I mean, it was a different picture that we have, that I personally have about the bankruptcy.
Yeah.
How to acquire or how to get one of those. It's a lot of potential there.
Yes.
And that
Yeah,
is
we have
very,
a lot of
very good.
information. that-
Yes, Peter, that's what I'm saying.
from
Richard,
the
thank you very
outside
much.
speakers
Right.
and-
Thank you for being here.
And it's good to know that you are with us because, we can be knocking at your door now that we are taking a little bit more commercial.
Or just email me.
Of course.
Because most likely I'll be out on the road.
It's very good, among our agents.
Yeah.
thank you all and have a wonderful weekend. We're gonna sign off. Appreciate you coming. And we'll do some more featured agents going forward. We'll do it every 4 to 6 weeks so we can learn from each other. Thank you all. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, Michelle.